let's be honest, you clicked on this video because you want to know if Konami equals Lambo. And I'm going to do my best to go ahead and answer that question for you as best as I can. So, jumping right in, we're taking a look at the Konomi Network, which is a DeFi protocol being built on the Polkadot infrastructure. Now, if you didn't know, there's around $2 trillion in market cap of total crypto, but only 121 billion of that has interacted with DeFi. There's a ton of folks out there who own coins, own tokens, who are not lending those to earn interest, aren't using those to provide liquidity to money market exchanges. And so there's a large opportunity for DeFi to continue to grow and grow and grow. But one of the challenges has been, and this is where Konami comes in, is that a lot of those DeFi protocols have been built on Ethereum, which has had historically some issues when we look at the gas fees and transaction times. So we're in this situation where if you're participating in DeFi on Ethereum, chances are you've been there for a while because the upfront cost to go ahead and process small transactions for brand new investors who haven't used DeFi are pretty substantial. So we're in this rut where innovation in DeFi on Ethereum is kind of in this pause mode. So the unique thing about Konami, so it's being built on Polkadot. So a lot of those issues around transaction speed and transaction cost are solved because Konami is actually building their own blockchain, which then plugs into Polkadot for security and the ability to go cross-chain from Polkadot to Ethereum, Solana, Cardano, etc. So when we look at Konami from a high level, so they are a Web3 grant recipient. So the Web3 Foundation was created by Polkadot and Gavin Wood, their founder, to incubate up-and-coming cryptocurrency projects. And from that, they were able to put together a team and build a couple aspects into their technology. So what allow you to do here is go ahead and borrow and lend. So you can borrow cryptocurrency, you can lend cryptocurrency to earn interest. They're going to be enabling cross-chain liquidity. So if you have a decentralized wallet, you'll be able to plug it into and connect it to Konami to be able to easily access and manage your funds and simple asset management. So the holy grail of DeFi, I would say right now, is taking the complexity that is DeFi, right? Managing your liquidity positions, managing your original assets, your loans, and making that simple for new folks to DeFi or crypto. And so that's what Konami's hoping to do through their front end user face that they're building for their Konami platform. Now, I went ahead and I did read through the entirety of the white paper because I would feel ashamed if I hopped on here and put a video out without actually doing the work. And I've linked it down in the description below if you want to read through it yourself. But if we go ahead and we look at the founding team, I guess the main feelings that I took away from it when I broke it down is two things. One, that they have a solid group of experts, right, that have been in the technology field for a while, have exposure to cryptocurrency going back several years. And then the other aspect of it is that it is a highly entrepreneurial group. Several of these individuals have created their own companies or worked for other startups. And so that's some really, really valuable experience to have when you're obviously creating a brand new project like Konami. Now, I will say, and it's kind of a, cart before the horse type of thing, they did not have prior experience, from what I could tell, creating cryptocurrency projects. And that's its whole own beast when it comes to all the intricacies around that. So, not necessarily a knock on them because you have to start somewhere, right? You have to get that cryptocurrency experience somewhere. And I think they're doing a fantastic job coming together and working on it here at Konami. So when we look at the total market cap of DeFi, it's around $121 billion. And if we look at the Konami network, they only have a total fully diluted market cap around 66 million, with a total max supply of their token as 100 million, which I've reviewed a handful of tokens. That really isn't a ton, right? I've seen some that have billions of tokens and, they use that as a mechanism to kind of play games with their price. But 100 million really isn't that much. So one of the things that drew me to this project is obviously the low price point, right? It's around 60 cents. And as you can see here from their ICO, they were at one point up to around $4. So the question then becomes, what's the future potential, right? What's the future potential of the protocol to go forward? Now, a couple things that are interesting. You guys, if you've seen in my other 100x videos, you know I pay keen attention to any venture capital investment. One, because it means that they're infused with cash to go ahead and hire people that are highly sought after, right? Cryptocurrency is a budgeting area, and everybody's trying to fight for the same talent. So if you have a lot of money, you can pay and get those people in to develop your protocol. But then the other part of that too is that these VC funds provide a ton of support and infrastructure. They have the connections, they have the experience that maybe these standalone projects don't have. So the one that stood out to me, and again, you've probably seen this in some of my other videos, is AU21 Capital. They have provided VC funding to a handful of cryptocurrency projects, typically based out of Asia, and have done really, really well. So I follow their group very closely, and I was happy to see that AU21 Capital is on this list. Now, when we look at the tokens, so again, they have 100 million tokens, and this is the token distribution that they have here. Now, full disclaimer, I'm colorblind, and blue in particular is challenging for me. So I'm going to leave this up for you guys to go ahead and break down as you will here. But I would say, I would personally like to see 15, 20% of the tokens going to the founding team, because they have to be incentivized to continue to grind on this every single day through all the FUD with China and the US government and taxation and laws. People thinking that cryptocurrency is a scam, the technology not working, all the different stuff that can come at them. They need to be incentivized to push through it. So I want to see them get paid to do that. And then the rest of it, really, I just like to see that it's equitably broken out across their infrastructure to incentivize folks to use it, incentivize marketing, and so forth. Now, when we go ahead and we pull up the news, so they have had a handful of things hit the news wires just in honestly the last week or so. So the first one is they went ahead and created an Oracle platform with a partnership through Polygon. So if you didn't know, an Oracle in essence allows them to go off of their chain to collect data that doesn't exist in the blockchain and then bring it in a secure and trustless manner. So they went ahead and announced that partnership with Polygon about 7 hours ago. In addition, they went ahead and they voluntarily went through a security audit. Looks like Busen Technology. May have butchered that name, but this is interesting. I love to see these audits. It doesn't necessarily mean that the cryptocurrency can't be a scam. Not saying it is, or it can't have errors in it or risk in it. It can. But it is good to see that they went ahead and they took some of their funds and paid for this, which I would imagine probably cost $5,000-$10,000 more for this audit to take place. Finally, they went ahead and they just announced back in July that they have a bug bounty program. So if you are technically inclined and you go ahead and you scoop out some of their GitHub repositories and you find some bugs, they're giving out 10,000 Kono tokens total as a reward. So as we go ahead and we kind of get near the end of the video here, we're looking at the roadmap, and oftentimes with these low cap cryptocurrencies, I kind of have a little bit of a different thought process, right? So I would say it would make sense either A, to buy it dollar cost average in for the long term. So we're talking over a year. Alternatively, if you are short term focused, you could buy it, wait for one of their big announcements on the roadmap, such as in Q4, they're supposed to be launching their mainnet, which is pretty darn important. And you can go ahead and you could offload the profits from your token maybe about 2-3 weeks from that main net going live. It kind of goes into that whole thing of buying the rumor, selling the news. And then after that main net goes live and everybody's kind of FOMO'd in, it'll probably have like a go down and have a smoothing out period where you can go ahead and you can buy back in if you want to go ahead and hold Konami for the long term. Now, it is available on a couple exchanges, KuCoin being one of them. Of course, I'm a crypto YouTuber. You know I have that link down in the description down below for you if you want to go ahead and use that referral link. in case you're feeling FOMO, in case you're feeling that this is something you want to go ahead and jump in on. So that's the video. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Is it a project that you're excited about? Have you already bought it? What do you think the next major milestones and events are going to happen for the Konami token? Also, if you could do me a huge favor and smash that like button for me, let the YouTube algorithm know that my content rocks and you appreciate it. That would be huge. Again, my name is Ryan, No Autopilot YouTube channel. We'll see you in the next video. Bye.